would tell her first and foremost not to blame herself.
I'm gonna ask you almost like a similar question that I asked LaRon. What would you tell a woman that's going through divorce? Because especially us as Black women, we were taught to be independent, be strong, and don't show this side, don't show that side. So, what would you tell a woman that's going through divorce? What would you tell her?
I would tell her first and foremost not to blame herself. I believe as women, we tend to kind of blame ourselves a lot. Some of the first couple of questions I asked myself was I not good enough? What did I do? So I would definitely say don't blame yourself. Really look back at some of your actions, some of your behaviors, and really do a deep dive into those to see what could you have done better. How were you thinking? How were you feeling at the time that happened? Because as we all know, divorce is not just something that is brought upon us.
Right.
It's something that a lot of us typically mentally, we have already checked out on that other person before we sign those papers. So just retracing the steps before the divorce, what led up to the divorce, to really just take a deep dive on where they were mentally when that happened, and then to accept their emotions as they're going through that healing process, to be very vulnerable and honest with their kids as they're going through that healing process. A lot of us feel like, oh, my baby is too young to really know what's going on, which that may be true. But at the end of the day, I would much rather for my daughter to hear some things from me than a few years down the line, she's thinking about a moment and she's wondering, dang, I wonder why my mama didn't come to me and tell me about that.
Right.
So I would just say it's a learning process. It is a transition, but it doesn't have to stay a painful transition.
Right.
If we can really just dig down deep and see the beauty that certain things have to happen. A caterpillar has to go. Has to go into a cocoon in order to come out into a butterfly. And so we can look at divorce like that. In the end, we could come out much better people.